We're going to click a couple of times on the eye, moving around a bit, and what this does is it'll paint our eye yellow. Now, you will definitely get some residue around the edge of your eye, and you can fix that just by zooming in. I think the color I used is a bit too green, but I'm not going to change that because yours is probably not. You can change it if it is. I'll allow you to. Just kidding. Yeah, so about like that. Now we're going to right click and merge down so that our yellow and blue layers are the same. And here's just a picture of what we have so far. Okay, so I'll just give you a slow preview of what we have so far. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, I'm failing, so insert epic music here. Yeah, okay, that's enough. So now what we're going to do is continue with our coloration process, and that's by duplicating our original layer, moving it to the front, and going colors, colorize once more. What we're going to aim for this time is to get the hair a dark blue color. Something like that, I'd say. And then the saturation down a bit, lightness down a bit. Fairly dark, yes. Because you notice the avatar, people, Navi people, their hair is actually quite dark, I'd say. Saturation up a bit, maybe. And click OK. Once again, we're going to repeat, right click, add layer mask, black full transparency. Paint with our white paintbrush once more. Make sure it's set big. And then just paint over the hair. This is not as exact as the face paint has to be, mainly because the hair is a much darker shade, or at least this image's hair is. And after, you'll notice that it's very difficult to paint these loose strands of hair up here, so don't worry too much about them. We'll take care of them after. Like, that's actually literally the last step. So just paint the hair as much as you can see clearly. You may need to zoom in a bit. Ooh, maybe that's a bit much, just a tad. And, yeah, paint the hair a nice dark blue color. Don't want to see any brown if you're using this image, or any, I don't know, hot pink, whatever color image's hair is. And try and keep the edge of where you're painting, the border between where the hairline is, the border between where the hair and the head is, try and, wow, I'm really at a loss. Whoa, what happened there? I moved the layer mask by accident. Try to paint very close to where the rest of your face coloration is, so that you don't have sections of pink and brown in between. Whew. Was that so hard? No, it wasn't. Okay, so just continue painting the hair, and once you're finished, which I am not, wait for me, please. Please just wait for me. I'm lagging, but I'd like it if you waited for me. Yeah, thank you. And there we go. Just try and make the hair very exact. The loose strands, don't worry about them. And we'll cover the rest later on. So once you're done that, you can right click and merge down your hair layer. And now what we're going to do is zoom out. And then what we're going to do now is paint those kind of stripes the Navi have on their face. And we're going to do this by creating a new layer by clicking this page icon. And in this dialog that pops up, make sure it's set on transparency. Click OK. And taking our paths tool. Now this part is totally up to your creativity. I suggest that your lines are symmetrical, but I guess it's your avatar, your Navi. You do what you like with it. And I'll just show a couple suggestions for my stripes. So basically, if you don't know how to work the paths tool, you click to add a node or one of these circle connector things, and hold control to join two nodes. So click one, hold control, click the other. And this line is not very important, just make sure it's past the hairline. And using by clicking and dragging these lines, you just want to basically create the shape of your stripe, whatever they're called. I don't think they really have a name yet. Avatar is not popular enough. Although I don't think any movie has really named facial characteristics like this. Yeah, so you just want to create the stripe shape, and then in the tool options, click selection from path, and fill it in with black. And wait for a second, because there's a big image. Click select, none, and this will look odd because it's black and it doesn't match at all, but we can fix that. And by doing that, we will set the layer on soft light, and as you can see, this by itself makes a difference, and lower the opacity just to about 75 maybe. Let's lower it to 75. Yeah, that should be about right. And then you're just going to repeat this process with your paths tool, creating different stripes. A suggestion, just going to move this stripe over a bit. A suggestion is, for this stripe that goes here, is that you click, 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 create 3 nodes like so, and bend this one so it looks like a wave. Goes high at the top and then low at the bottom. And then repeat with this, high at the top, low at the bottom. And it's just a suggestion, but I think it looks better, or at least good. Make this a bit less drastic, like so. Selection from path, fill it in with black on the same layer. You shouldn't need to change it to soft light, lower the opacity. You want to keep them on the same layer so your settings are exact. And then just repeat this for the rest of the stripes, and yeah. So I'll just cut out, and when I get back, I'll be done with the stripes. They're all your designs, so I can't really teach you how to do that. Okay, so I'm back, and I've completed, mostly completed the stripes. Just a quick note, I'm sorry if I am not going slow enough or going into detail enough for you about this video. As I hope I said earlier, it's a difficult tutorial. They use a lot of filters and tools that you may not be familiar with. So, sorry if this doesn't help you as much as I'd like it to. Just wanted to put that in there. Yeah, so I'm done my stripes, pretty much. Now to make them look more as if they are part of the skin. Sorry, not yet, we're going to do that. Just a quick tip, I suggest not putting stripes down on the chin. I find they don't look as good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our paintbrush, click on this brush, and then click on this other brush, smaller image of a brush, to open the brushes dialog. And now we're going to create a new brush that looks a lot like this. Now click this page icon to create a new brush, but I'll just open the brush editor to show you my settings. So you want to have the radius pretty big, about 50. Yes, 50 about. The spikes should be as low as possible, which is 2. Hardness about 0.35. Aspect ratio 1 default. Angle 0 I think default. Spacing as high as possible, which is 200. Okay, and what this is it is just a gigantic fuzzy brush that we created ourselves. Yay! So what we're going to do now is set the size on about, I don't know, 0.30. No, bigger than that. 75 maybe.